Okay, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and this is like the evolution of this type sun tarp setup. Now, if you're gonna set it up on sand, you're gonna need to do something different. We'll address that later. The light is atrocious. Don't worry about it. It's a thing. I'm gonna keep it all to our back. So it's like anyway. So here we go. We've got that there MSR type stakeage, man, and then we got that there, the way I tie things. That way you can get it tied, man. Don't get her done, boy. And of course we've got our Copperdale poles up, this, there, the other. Now, if you noticed in the other video, that there Vitrio, man, I used a single guy line coming off at about a 45-degree angle to the thing. I gotta take out my trash, it's a thing. And that was a setup. Now, here's the problem with that setup is it's not as strong. A better way of doing it is with two guy lines, one pulling, of course, in that or their direction, and then one pulling 90 degrees off of it in that or their direction, and that's just so. I've had this set up for a few days, this, there, or the other. It's gone through storms and everything else, and I'm just working through systems for this setup in one particular situation. And you just have to do that in the reality of the world, because what this is going to be set up as is a sunshade that sets high off the ground. And that's a totally different environment than if you're snugging it down on the ground, this, there, the other, and whatever else. Also, I've added the Copperdale guide pole right there in the center, because remember, this is still a setup that is without any tree support, without anything else. It has to be fully self-supporting, declining outside contributions, man. Woo! And but yeah, it works. I mean, it's kind of getting there. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. So if you have this set up, really, that's where those, like where I showed you, I had 4 of those maybe in the last video. That's where they come in. That's where the extra stakes come in. So that means you would have 4 stakes, 4 guidelines for the front, and then you have the 3 in the back. And then, you can do more, but that's it's a pretty adequate setup. Yeah, I know. You all are killing me, man. So here's another thing. This is one of my old hatchets. It's an Est-wing. And I'm in the process of getting it sharp again, man. Gonna get it sharp, man. And because literally I use this thing for I don't know, making money, cutting roots and things, this, there, or the other, on job sites and things. So I don't really care so much. Now, here's the deal. It will still cut paper, but let me put all it out here. You can probably see that they're flat edge edges. I don't know. That's a good question. Because of the amount of light and everything. And of course, that's a finish that I put on it for taking out there, man, and that there backheel wood situation, man. Woo! One thing that I have done in addition to that, because as an engineer, this is just what you do. You re-engineer and reimagine things constantly. I know I'm coming. I swear to God. You're not spoiled at all. No, you're not. You're not spoiled. You don't have someone to sit here and feed you all the time or do anything like that. No, 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 I know. You have such a hard life. You do. you have a constant protector on call. Now, what I've done is I've redone the chicken guard door. Now, what I did was I cut the channel. Let me do some stuff right here, man. I cut the channel, of course, on the table saw. Just made it to where the top swung a little bit, where the door swung. Now, where I took the wood off was the back side. I didn't take it off the front, as you can already see this there or the other. So I'm gonna do some other stuff. I didn't want to compromise the structure of the front, so I made the gap in the back. And we'll just see how that works. But anyway, yeah, I know. And then here's the thing though, and this is what I'm going to wind up and do. I'm going to wind up and take a 2x4 and come right across here with a metal overhang that's going to protect this from the weather. I just haven't got there yet. You know, it's early in the day, man. Everybody, listen, dude. You're my good rooster. We call him One Eye. I just came up with that. Why? Because he's got one eye. Everybody else is just doing their thing, man. Do your thing, man. Do you think Basil, man? You know, I don't know. I got a lot of other. I've got a lot of babies. Let's go over and look at the babies, just for fun. Everybody's got to do that every now and then, man. It's like, So, let's keep that there vehicle out of that video, because it's a very nice vehicle. Now, keep the Harley out too, baby. So here we go. This is what we're doing today. Oh, my little birdies. Now, these are all born here. Born on the farm by our parents, this, there, or the other. And, you know, they got their water and their food, and gonna need to replace their food, this, there, or the other. But, you know, this is where we're at right now. And, of course, this is the brooder that I've used forever. Of course, increased in height. Just with simple 1x4s and some screws. And then, of course, you just use that, this, there, or the other. One thing that I've really started to enjoy is quiet. And I got this Fortress compressor on sale from Harbor Freight the other day. And this thing it's 200 PSI. Let's just kind of go through it. It's 4 gallon, 200 PSI, 4 cubic feet per minute at 90 PSI, 1.5 horsepower. It's got 2 jacks, you know, this, there, the other. My other one kept blowing, of course, my circuit. And of course, I had that dedicated circuit put. Oh no, that's not that dedicated circuit. It's running off the house circuit. That's funny. Okay, let's don't do that. I had that dedicated circuit put in. Which you can tell because of the holes. And then, of course, we got our big green egg there. And our temperature sensor for our chickens. And our chickens are at 90 degrees, boy. Gonna get her done. But yeah, it's for an oilless compressor for the money. I think it was like 160 bucks with the Harbor Freight Inside Track Club, blah, 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 this, there, the other. You know, it works. And I've been very happy with the amount of noise and the fact that it didn't even blow the breaker. Oh no, that wasn't even. Okay, that's the brooder that was on that circuit. Whatever. We'll work it out. It's a process. Life is not perfect, man. It's just not going to be. And that's the way it works. But But I didn't, I still used a little bit of grow gel. That there from Murray McMurray, left over from some other projects, and that there Quick Chick. But as I said, I only used it because it was left over from other projects. And but yeah, these are all ours. We raised every one of them just like that, boy. And we hatched them, so it's great. We're having fun. Peace out.